weekend. Unfortunately, Elliot Whitehead's succumbed to that calf injury again and won't be available for Sunday.
No, it's not that bad. It's he felt it a little bit at the start of the week, and just with the experience we had with Papa last year, where you roll the dice a little bit and it could turn out to be 6 to 8 weeks. So we don't want that, and we're just taking the precautionary approach in regards to getting Elliot 100% right.
Obviously, Zach comes back into that starting team, and Corey Horsburgh has an opportunity to play his first game of the year.
Yeah, that's right. Zach's comfortable with the position. He's had a couple of games where he started there, and Corey got some good minutes last week in New South Wales Cup.
How important has that been to have that luxury of so many great players available for selection that you could give Corey pretty much a full game last weekend to get himself ready?
Well, it's the right preparation. He hadn't played any trial matches. He missed the first 2-3 games, so it's the right preparation. Fortunately, we didn't have to rush him back in. So, from a standard of or a high standard, that's the type of preparation you need for every player when they come back to try and get some minutes, because we need him to play some good minutes for us.
You've been coaching football for a long time. Have you ever seen a player that's been made unavailable because of cooking a barbecue?
No. Poor Albert, he never likes to give up his position at all, and he turned up here on Monday, ready to train. So, it was the day after he had the explosion with the barbecue, he was here the next day strapped up, and I think the medication might have been still very strong, and there was no way we were going to risk him. He has got some second-degree burns to his arm, and Greg McLeod, our doctor, has taken it quite serious in regards to making sure that we look after Albert, and that's what you've got to do sometimes, because players just want to play, and you've got to look after their health and welfare first.
What does a return to play for him look like? Is he going to get through a week, 2, or be just assessed
I don't know.
on a daily basis?
I really don't know the exact answer to that, and it's not something I've asked. It's only just recently occurred, and something that now we'll just play by ear.
You've been talking a lot about you wanting to see players show form to gain selection. James Schiller has done that, and he comes in for Albert.
Yep, he's been very strong. He had some good trial form. He played well in the early rounds in Cup, and he's no stranger to playing NRL.
Must be a really good sign for you and the club to see Cup and Flegg starting really strong to the season as well.
Yeah, the coaches have done a really good job putting their squads together. The players from New South Wales Cup point of view, they're providing a lot of competition for players who are playing NRL. Our Pathways and Development program are doing a really good job in regards to our 19s and 21s. Our 21s have got some really good young talent there, and they're playing good football.
Significant milestone this weekend for one of the most charismatic, enigmatic, whatever you want to call him, players in the club, Jordan Rapana. What can you say to sum up Jordan and what he's brought to this club?
I'd probably need a half an hour, Ben, to sum Jordan up, but to be honest, I don't know if I've coached many players who are as well liked and loved by his teammates. Rappa's a character. You can't believe everything he tells you, and once you understand Rappa's character and personality, it's hard not to like him. Even when I'm cranky with Rappa, it's very hard not to like the bloke. I don't know if I've coached a more competitive individual. I've coached a lot of competitive footy players, and he's right up there.
You've only got to go back to his performance against the Warriors last week. He worked himself to a standstill, and he made effort play on effort play, and that's what you want, I suppose, in your fullback and an experienced player in your team.
He just competes. He turns up at every little contest with 100% intensity and effort. And I really enjoy coaching Rappa, because you know what you're going to get each week, and he's just one of those guys who you trust, and he's a player that brings the best out in players around him, and it's a wonderful credit.
And what does he bring to that younger generation of players coming through, obviously, that see the way that he plays on the field, the performances he puts in each week?
Probably trust and confidence. It's nice for young players, such as a guy as Ethan Strange. It's nice for young players to have that experience around them, because it does create a lot of confidence in your own game. Playing with experienced players that are good football players really does create that belief in young players.
And the Sharks this week, they play a really heavily focused defensive game. Are you expecting them to be that tough, gritty opposition that you usually get against them?
Yep, yeah, I am. They're always tough at home.